Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different sporting arenas. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest from the semi-final clash that is all set to take place between India and New Zealand. We will also get you the latest from the world of soccer, tennis and a lot more. Let's quickly begin with top headlines of the day. Ahead of the India-New Zealand Super Semi-Final clash, Bayern Munich star Thomas Muller cheers for Team India in Indian jersey. Carlos Alcaraz suffers losing 3 matches in a row since 2021. Alcaraz lost to Zverev in ATP Finals encounter. And Al-Ain-bound Argentine coach Hernan Crespo to formally sign his contract with the UAE club. First up, let's get you all the latest from the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. Well, India will face off against New Zealand in the first semi-final of the ongoing Cricket World Cup at the iconic Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai on Wednesday, the 15th of November. Rohit Sharma's men aim to continue their flawless record, having triumphed in all 9 of their matches so far. On the other hand, Kane Williamson's New Zealand will seek to recreate their 2019 semi-final success. Here's a report by DD India correspondent Abhishek Mahajan.
This runout is still fresh in the memories. This wound is yet to be healed. 2019 World Cup semi-final. India knocked out by the Black Caps. 4 years on, India find themselves in the exact same position once again. The Black Caps stand between them and a spot in the final. Rohit Sharma's men have been ruthless, fearless, attacking and outplayed every opponent that they have faced. India aim to maintain their flawless record, having triumphed in all 9 of their matches. Meanwhile, Kane Williamson's New Zealand seek to recreate their 2019 semi-final success. This is a team that thrives on big stages and has a knack of seizing control of crucial moments. Despite 3 successive losses, they bounced back with a roaring form with the bat, posting 400 against Pakistan. 5-wicket triumph over Sri Lanka earned them a spot in the semi-finals against India. While India has already played at the Wankhede Stadium in the current tournament, defeating Sri Lanka by 302 runs, this marks New Zealand's first appearance at the iconic Mumbai venue in the 2023 World Cup. Talking about head-to-head records, India have lost their last 4 knockout matches against New Zealand across formats. Kiwis have been knocked out by one of the hosts in the last 3 ODI World Cups. One of these streaks will be broken at the Wankhede. This semi-final will be the 118th ODI encounter between the two sides. In their 117 head-to-head matches in the ODI format, India maintains a slight advantage over the Black Caps. India has secured victory 59 times, while the Kiwis have won on 50 occasions. 1 match ended in a tie, while 7 matches concluded with no result. The pitch at Wankhede is tricky, but the team winning the toss would tempt the captains to bat first at the ground. Teams batting first have an average score of 357 in this World Cup. An average score while chasing is only 188. India would not like to tinker with the winning combination, while the Kiwis are also likely to go with the same 11 that played against Sri Lanka.
India will look to continue their winning momentum and play like champions in these semi-finals too. But this opponent is tricky. This is New Zealand's 5th consecutive semi-final appearance in the World Cup. Out of those 5 semi-final appearances, 2 have been the final matches. India need to be wary of New Zealand because they know how to win and play big games. With cameraman Jai Shankar, this is Abhishek Mahajan in Mumbai's Wankhede for DD India.
Well, ahead of the semi-final clash between India and New Zealand, Bayern Munich soccer player Thomas Muller posted a video on social media platform X wishing Team India. Muller thanked Virat Kohli in his post and also congratulated the Indian team for the semi-final. Let's take a listen.
Thank you, Team India, for the shirts and good luck at the World Cup. Wow, it's a pleasure. I have to try to play cricket in my garden. Thank you.
And now it's time to take a look at the top 3 reasons on why India should be wary of New Zealand in the semi-final match at the iconic Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. Abhishek Mahajan brings you more details about it. Let's take a look.
So India have been playing exceptional cricket. They are unbeaten in the tournament so far. 9 out of 9 league games they have won, and by far this has been India's best performance in the World Cups so far. But why India should be wary of New Zealand in the semi-finals? First reason, New Zealand have a knack of peaking at the right time. They won the first 4 games of the tournament. They lost 3 games. They scored 400 against Pakistan and then defeated Sri Lanka to enter the semi-finals. Remember, this is their 5th consecutive semi-final appearance in the World Cups, including 2019, and also they entered the finals of 2015 and 2019 World Cups. Since I've talked about 2019 World Cup, who can forget that semi-final that was played between India and New Zealand, which India lost, and that scar is still to be healed. And who can forget that MS Dhoni run out? Third is, New Zealand is coming back to full fitness. Their regular captain Kane Williamson is back. We all know what Tim Southee can do on his day. Chapman is back. Their X Factor Lockie Ferguson is also back to his full fitness. And like Rahul Dravid, India's coach, also said that this is not just another game. We cannot take New Zealand lightly.
So India's victory march has been aided, it's been aided by tremendous form of its batters, pacers as well as spinners. India made it to the semi-finals in an emphatic manner. Here's a report that brings you a quick recap of all India's group stage matches.
India's domination in the ICC World Cup continues as it has crushed opponents in its wake. Men in blue, as they are fondly called, are invincible so far, winning all their matches. Batters like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and KL Rahul have dominated the proceedings. Pacers such as Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami and Mohammad Siraj have demolished opponents to paltry totals, while a spin duo of Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja bewildered rivals with their guile and accuracy. Indians have stamped their authority, but beginning wasn't easy. They had a shocking start against Australia. 3 of their top 4 batsmen fell for duck, but Kohli and Rahul guided them to a 6-wicket victory. In the following encounters against Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand, India cruised to victory. However, defending champion England put the Indian batters under duress, restricting the hosts for 229 runs. But Bumrah and Sami saved India's blushes as 2019 winners were skittled out for 129 runs. Indian caravan moved to Mumbai for match against Sri Lanka. India notched up a formidable total of 357 runs. In reply, Sri Lanka crumbled to one of the lowest totals in the ODI history, scoring only 55 runs. The match against South Africa, which was billed as Clash of Titans, turned out to be lopsided. Proteas were bowled out for paltry 83 runs while chasing India's mammoth total of 326 runs. This match was also special for Kohli, as he equalled Sachin Tendulkar's record of 49 centuries in one-day internationals. In the following match, India decimated the Netherlands by 160 runs. As the tournament progresses, Indian fans would hope for hosts' dream run to continue.
On the other hand, New Zealand has leapfrogged into the semi-finals of the ICC Cricket World Cup. However, their campaign has been a roller coaster ride for them. They began with a bang, winning all four matches in a row, but there was a losing streak also as the Black Caps lost later 4 matches. Here's a report on New Zealand's performance so far at the group stage matches. It has been a roller coaster odyssey for New Zealand at the ongoing 2023 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. They began their campaign with a bang, winning 4 matches on the trot. However, there was a slump as the Black Caps then lost 4 matches in a row. When it came to the crunch, the Kiwis found their mojo. They crushed Sri Lanka in their last league match to leapfrog into the semi-finals because of net run rate. Batter Rachin Ravindra spearheaded the charge. He scored over 550 runs with 300s and a staggering average of more than 70. Rachin has been ably supported by Daryl Mitchell, who's notched up 400 runs with 100 and remarkable average of nearly 60. Devon Conway also chipped in, slamming over 350 runs with 100 and impressive average of nearly 45. The New Zealand's bowling unit has been up to the scratch. Mitchell Santner snared 16 victims in 9 matches. On the other hand, Trent Boult dismissed 13 batters while Matt Henry bagged 11 wickets. Now in the inaugural match, New Zealand crushed defending champions England by 9 wickets. Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra slammed rapid unbeaten tons to overcome 283-run victory target. Then they thumped the Netherlands by 99 runs with left-arm spinner Santner snaring 5 wickets. The Netherlands was bundled out for 223 in pursuit of New Zealand's 322 runs for a loss of 7 wickets. Bangladesh turned out to be no good for Kiwis as they made short work of the target of 245 for a loss of 9 wickets. Afghanistan's sloppy fielding helped New Zealand stretch its winning streak to 4. The 2019 runners-up went on to post 288 for a loss of 6 wickets as Afghanistan floored 4 catches and blew a stumping opportunity. They bundled out Afghanistan for 139 inside 35 overs. After this, their victory march met with a roadblock. The Kiwis lost 4 matches against India, Australia, South Africa and then Pakistan. Though it was a tough luck against Pakistan as they had posted over 400 runs, but men in green prevailed in rain-curtailed match due to DLS method and blistering century by Fakhar Zaman. Now at this stage, New Zealand was relegated to chasing pack for semi-final berth, but their fate was in their hand as they rose to the occasion against Sri Lanka, paving their way to the top 4. Now their ultimate clash is against a superior team India at Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium. Prateek Singh's report for DD India. And now after that analysis of New Zealand, I'm joined by Abhishek Mahajan, who's joining us from the iconic Wankhede Stadium. Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Buzz. We saw that Rohit Sharma and Sourav Ganguly, they went onto the pitch and inspected the pitch. How is the pitch looking like at the iconic Wankhede Stadium? Because toss is going to be a very crucial part over here, Abhishek.
Right, Deepika. Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, Team India coach, they had gone to inspect the pitch. Team India will hold a press conference. Most probably Rohit Sharma will come for the press conference after some time. 5:45 is the scheduled time. But yes, talking about the pitch, Deepika, it's a very tricky pitch if you talk about Wankhede. A bit of humid here. Ball seems a little in the initial overs. First 10 overs will be very important. But yes, if you look at the stats, Deepika, in the World Cup itself, 3 matches that have been played so far, 4 in fact that have been played so far, 357 has been the average score of that team who has batted first, and 188 is the average score of the team while chasing. And 188 I'm saying because of the Glenn Maxwell, the innings, that kind of innings that he played against Afghanistan. So you can see the comparison between the average score of the team batting first and the average score of the team batting second. So it's clear in the floodlights, Team India would like to bowl. If Team India wins the toss, they'll definitely look to bat first. They'll like to score a big total, I mean over 350, because that kind of a wicket Wankhede is. And in the first 10-15 overs, ball seems a little. Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, it won't be easy for New Zealand batters to face the trio of Team India. They're looking at the way they have been bowling in the entire tournament. But yes, Team India, they look favourite, the kind of cricket that they have played in the entire tournament. They don't have a weak link, Deepika, if you see, in the bowling attack. The opposition batters, they target the weak bowler, the fifth bowler, but Team India has three medium pacers that I talked about, and then Kuldeep Yadav, and then Ravindra Jadeja. So there is no weak link in Team India's attack. And the way they have bowled in the entire tournament, Jasprit Bumrah, if you talk about, he has an economy rate of 2.94 in the first 10 overs, that is in the first power play, which is astonishing, which is outstanding. He bowled 300th dot ball in the last match against Netherlands. The kind of form Indian bowlers are, and in the batting also, if we talk about, only Shubman Gill is left scoring 100. If you want to include Surya Kumar Yadav, you can include him also, but he has not played all the matches. But yes, Shubman Gill has not scored 100, but he has scored 350s. KL Rahul has scored 100, Virat Kohli has scored 200, Rohit Sharma has scored 100, he has scored 350s also. Team India is in superb form, and if India play well, if India play the same way they have been playing in the entire tournament, it will not be difficult for India to beat New Zealand. But yes, New Zealand have a very good record against India. Who can forget that wound, that heel, the wound that has not been healed till now, that 2019 semi-final that lasted for 2 days. And yes, like I said in the report also, Deepika, this is the 5th consecutive semi-final of New Zealand. Out of 5 semi-finals, they have reached 2 finals also. They were very unlucky that they could not win the last final, the last World Cup
and
final.
Also, Abhishek, because of this reason, we are
yes,
expecting...
they were outplayed in 2015 by Australia. But yes, New Zealand, we cannot afford to take New Zealand lightly.
Indeed, Abhishek, and because of this
in the
reason,
semi-final game.
there will be a lot of pressure on both the sides, on India because of the reason that you mentioned, and also on New Zealand because the Sea of Blue would be there to support Team India. In that match, in that high-pressured match, what do you think, what's going to happen? And how the fans are going to play a key role over here?
Yes, Deepika, you are right. And in fact, this question was asked in the press conference from Kane Williamson, also New Zealand captain. The question was asked that the seating capacity of the stadium is 33,100 something. And there would be 33,000 supporters of India. All will be supporting for India. All will be cheering for India. It's not easy. It will not be easy for New Zealand. Looking at the support that Team India will get at the Wankhede. A lot of celebrities will be part of that crowd of the spectators. David Beckham is also likely to come to watch India versus New Zealand game. But yes, Deepika, a lot of support for India,
right.
And New Zealand will have to hold their nerves.
Right.
But we all know, like I said in the report also, New Zealand know how to play big games. They know how to win big games, and they know how to soak the pressure. They would look to seize the moment. And yes, New Zealand, this is not the first time that they are playing in front of a big crowd. But yes, support for India. But New Zealand will give a tough competition
Indeed.
to the favourites, India.
Indeed. One more quick question, Abhishek. When we talk about Team India, we've always heard in the press conferences that they've been having before the matches, and we also heard the coach Rahul Dravid that he's been saying that we don't want to take any of the teams, be it Netherlands or be it New Zealand, to take them lightly. But now, considering the fact that India has performed brilliantly and has a clean 9-0 sweep record, this one, and it takes just one day to make it all happen. Now, what do you think? What can we expect from Rahul Dravid's statement that that's going to come sooner in the pre-match press conference? Confident as well as a bit dicey?
Absolutely, Deepika. That's not important now how the teams have fared. They have been contrasting fortunes of both the teams. If you see, India won all the 9 games that they played, and not only wins, India have registered the convincing victories, and New Zealand was the only team, the only game that was played in Dharamshala, when India were a little jittery, in the sense that if India had lost the wicket of Virat Kohli or Ravindra Jadeja in that partnership, match could have gone either ways. And yes, the first game also, when India were 3 down in under 10 runs, Australia gave a tough competition to India. But yes, I mean, forgetting everything, this is what Kane Williamson also said, that whatever happened has happened. New Zealand have 10 points in the league games, and they won the first 4 games, they lost 3 games, then they went on to score 400 against Pakistan, then they defeated Sri Lanka, and then entered into the semi-finals. But yes, that how you perform on that particular day, this will be important now. And yes, New Zealand, they are peaking at the right time. The players are coming back into fitness. Lockie Ferguson, Tim Southee, Kane Williamson, Chapman, if you talk about, Trent Bolt has been bowling exceptionally well. In the nets also yesterday, he bowled a thunderbolts, if I may say that. Not be easy for India also. It's a 60-40 game in favor of India. Yes, crowd will be supporting India, but yes, like I said earlier, New Zealand players are known to handle pressure, to soak in pressure. And yes, we are looking for an intriguing encounter.
Let's see what Rahul Dravid would be saying, what he has got to say in the pre-match conference. But as Abhishek just mentioned, that New Zealand side is an all-fit side. So it's not going to be an easy encounter, a difficult one indeed. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for joining us and bringing us a rounded perspective on the India versus New Zealand match that we are expecting a big clash to take place tomorrow at the iconic Wankhede Stadium. Now, Black Cap skipper Kane Williamson is upbeat about his team's chances of taking down exceptional India. In his post-match presser, Williamson said that it will be a tough challenge playing the 2011 champions, since they are playing well, but stressed that they are focusing on their cricket. Let's take a listen.
It's going to be a really tough challenge. They're a side that's been playing extremely well, but we also know come finals time, everything sort of starts again, and you know, it's all about the day. So for us as a team, it's very much the focus on our cricket again. We've played some good cricket throughout. We've had a couple of narrow losses and a few wins along the way, which have put us in this position we were in. So we're excited at the challenge ahead. I think every game in this tournament is a tricky one. I think as we've seen throughout, any team can beat anybody on the day, and whether that's obviously the quality in both sides, but also the changing conditions and how that has an impact. So yeah, I mean, for us, it's great to have got to the final stages and then take a fresh approach, because it does start again. Yeah, I mean, the underdog thing, from what you guys write, I don't think it has changed too much, but that's fine. Yeah.
Moving on in Sports Buzz, let's get you an update on soccer. Argentine coach Hernan Crespo is all set to take charge at UAE's club Al Ain. Crespo will succeed Dutch coach Alfred Schreuder, who parted ways with the Al Ain last week after just 6 months in charge, following media reports that he would be moving to Saudi Arabia. Al Ain had announced earlier that they had reached an initial agreement with Crespo. Crespo played for Argentina as well as host of leading European clubs including Parma, Lazio, Inter Milan and Chelsea after starting at River Plate. And with this, it's a wrap here on Sports Buzz, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates. Thank you so much for joining us right now.